Can everyone hear me? Good. All right. My name is Curtis, and I did my internship at the Farm Baseball Performance Institute. It's in Waltham, Massachusetts. And at the farm, we have two separate businesses, one called Champion Physical Therapy and Performance, and the one I did my internship with the farm. The farm is the main core of the business. It's the one that started the facility itself. It's been around for 3 years now. I've been training there for 3 years, and I've been part of the AAU baseball team called Minutemen for 4 years, so I have a personal connection with this place, and it's a pretty important place to me. It's a great place to go. This was my mind at the beginning of my presentation. Blank mind, didn't really know what to expect going into it. I knew the facility itself. I knew what to expect going from room to room, whatever it was. I just didn't know the backside of it. So I wanted to go in there open-minded. I wanted to go in there being able to go through challenges in different ways. I didn't want one set way of going into this internship. So this is my site right here. That's the batting cages and also the physical therapy room. For the physical therapy room, you see John Lester, Josh Beckett, and John Lackey signed jerseys with personal notes to our trainer. And it's things like these, and Jaime Garcia, the pitcher on the right-hand corner, is what gets our business going. It's people seeing these professional people. It's people seeing big names, kids going, saying, like, if a professional's training here, why can't I train here? It's a word-to-mouth business, pretty much, but now we're trying to get the market going up and going in a good direction, where we're making changes to our website, making new camps, new clinics, trying to get the word out to other towns other than Newton, Wellesley, and Weston, trying to reach out to Belmont and places like Dedham, Westwood, trying to branch out. And then this team in the bottom right-hand corner is my team. It's kids I trained with over the winter. It's a good place. I don't know if any of you have been on a part of a team, whether it be in elementary school, whether it be now. You still definitely have friends from those teams. It's where you build your core. This is why baseball is so special to me, this place right here. It gave me a set of family. It's why I really wanted to do this internship, because these people around me were great people. They gave me many opportunities to do great things. And this is what I did for the first part of my internship. I started coaching with the 8 to 10-year-olds. It was a great experience to learn from it and gather information from it. It wasn't the best experience, but it was a very good learning experience because it taught me a lot about little kids. It taught me that I didn't really want to coach them. It taught me that you can tell them 7 different things. You tell them one thing, and they can cry from it, thinking that you're yelling at them, whether it be you're not swinging right, you're not throwing right. They're just trying to do different things. One kid could be crying on the ground 5 minutes, and one kid could be doing something great the next minute. So that led me to train the older kids, and that's Douglas Friedberg. He's a senior here at Newton North. I did most of my training. I trained him most of the time, and some other kids at BB&N and like Nobles, places like that. And this was a much better experience for me because it gave me a great base with these kids. Even the kids my own age were still looking up to me. They're still listening to my advice. They're taking what they learned from me to the field, and it's a really positive influence on me because I can do something great for these kids even when they're my same age. I can be a role model to them. So it was just a great experience to work with them. And then I had to deal with the real clients, which are the parents. The parents were quite a bit to handle. They come in yelling at you one time, next time praising you for having their kid make a great play in the field, having your kid play some different time, more time in the field. But then there's other times when they come in screaming, yelling, and you just want to go into the corner and scurry away. So that's why I couldn't deal with it, and that's why our GM, John Morse, who was another professional I worked with, was very good to see, because seeing someone deal with these parents, seeing someone deal with the feedback and criticism they got, kind of helped me build my view as a professional and what I should be. And then came the business meetings. Our business meetings were only 3 to 4 people, me, the owners, and John. They were very good because we took the criticism, what the parents were saying, even though it wasn't great criticism most of the time, but the customer's always right, so you got to do that. And then these business meetings would last a couple hours. We'd go over itineraries. We'd change our website if we needed to, need better communication, whatever it may be. we were just there. We would try to improve it, try to get our business going, and try to just be a better business. And then this is John Morris on the left here and Mike Freire on the right. This is John Morris is our GM. Mike's one of our co-owners. And they're the ones who made this internship very possible for me. They've been coaching me for the past 3 years. They've been coaching me for the past 4 years. And I was really thankful that they actually gave this to me. Then came EPAC, which is our college consulting. They deal with, because we don't want the players 16 to 18 years old to be here training with us for the summer, because that summer league is basically your time as a sophomore, junior to get noticed by a college. So we needed a big part of our company to be a college consultant, which is really great for me to work with because I'm going through the college process right now, being a senior in high school. So they came to me and gave me several different projects to work on, many challenges, making many surveys, trying to create events like this, the Holy Cross and BC coach. It's very easy to get kids to come here when you're saying, all right, we got the Holy Cross and BC coach coming, which is an ACC school, another Division I school. So, but it's kind of hard reaching out to kids in my own grade, baseball players who are seniors, saying, oh, why don't you come down here? But they don't really want to listen to me. They want to listen to the coach's name. So it's very hard and very good to get these challenges. Then this is Greg Wilson. He's the other intern I worked with. It was a good experience working with him because he's an intern that just graduated from college and who is actually here to get a job. So working with him was completely different than any work I did. He would try to go above and beyond, try to do what he could do best, but just looking at him was a great thing because I would do the bare minimum sometimes, not really worry about projects getting done on certain deadlines, while he's trying to get a professional field and trying to get a good review from them in case he doesn't get a job here. So working with him was very critical on my part, but gave me good criticism and was a very good thing to work with him. Then came the ownership change. We had an ownership change of going from 2 owners to 3 owners. One of the previous owners was bought out, Dan Pill. And once the ownership change happened, a lot more work got done. People were given itineraries, people were given 7 different projects at a time. People were getting much more work done. And it was just a great change and a positive change for the business. We were getting bills paid on time. We were trying to pay back businesses that we owed money. And not paying back businesses owed money made my job harder from previous years because I would go through and do inventory checks and try to get all of our equipment in on time. We had one mishap where our jerseys couldn't come in for 2 weeks when we needed them done in 3 days because we didn't pay them back from the year before. And with the snow, it helped a lot because it came down a week later. But I had parents screaming at me and John because we were the two behind the scenes trying to get these jerseys in on time and get this equipment out when games were supposed to be that weekend, but the snow pushed them back another 2 weeks. So it was just a great thing that the snow came, even though it was so bad. Then this is me at the end of my internship. Whether it be me sending emails, me working with kids, me going on Dunkin's runs, or me doing inventory checks. Like, this was a great experience for me. I don't really know how to explain it to you guys how special it was to me. It was a great thing working here for 3 years, training with them for 4, that I could do this, and this whole CAPS internship was a great field to work in, and I really hope that you guys, all you young freshmen, sophomore, juniors, can do it next year, the year after. It's just a great experience. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yeah.
So you talk about at first you weren't really comfortable working with parents, but then you were able to see how others were able to deal with confrontation and how they approached it. So what specifically did you learn in the future when there's a troubling situation? How will you go about it now that you've observed ways to do that?
Well, before I was just listening to them and kind of scurrying away, but like John would sit down, take time to like write down what they were saying, make it really look like he cared about what they were doing, and not like kind of taking it as really bad criticism where it's like all on him. He kind of took it like it's all in the business. It's not just him. It's what he needs to do better. So to like get the business better, he would do something that he needed to do better. It was good to see that. Yep.
Hey, Curtis.
Hi.
Hi. So, you're going into this behind-the-scenes internship to a place that you know pretty well. And I'm curious to know, what are the things that you found yourself doing that maybe you were really surprised that you liked? Did you find any new takeaways or things that you'd like to try to work on in the future?
Well, the business side, which is what I want to study in college, is what I was really going for. But I kind of found out that I wasn't doing so much business stuff. It was more like taking on projects, doing stuff that they needed me to do. That I was like kind of found that I didn't really want to do that field of doing several different projects and being like a GM like John was. It was just like a full-time job because it's kind of very like busy. You can be doing 3 different projects at once, and it's kind of like all over the place. Like this whole, like the facility kind of just misorganized some stuff, and it was like seemed way too much. So like I would rather be doing something like in business, like directly. Yep.
Curtis, could you tell us a little bit more about how your patience level changed after dealing with those 10-year-olds on a regular basis?
Didn't really change much because I actually had to change. Like I got out of the 8 to 10-year-old range, so instead of working with them, I worked with the older kids, like I said, and like 'cause it was a little too much. I don't know if like teachers go through the same thing of working with little kids, so like didn't really change me at all.
Could you see yourself being a coach one day with older kids?
Yeah, I would prefer being with older kids than younger kids. Any other questions? Yep.
Give me an example of a skill that you feel you already possess that you brought to the job, and then give me an example of a skill that you didn't have when you walked in that you feel like you've taken away from it now.
Well, the skill I felt like I had was kind of responsibility, but throughout the internship, I definitely grew on that responsibility. Because, like I said, with the ownership change and everything, that's something I really learned. Because the responsibility of not getting bills paid, not getting like companies their money, kind of really affected our business. Really, the timing of everything. So, I think responsibility is a great thing that I took from it.
Well, can you give me like 2 or 3 examples how this will impact how you go through college? Like in terms of will you consider working there during the school year, or would you like just
Working at the facility?
yeah?
Yeah, because there's actually two college students who work there now. It's like something I would rather do. They coach the summer teams, and throughout their college they would come back and forth between school and like the winter workouts or something. So doing something like that would be something I would want to do. But like what I did during my internship would be too time consuming for like coming back and forth. So anything else?